G'day everybody and welcome back to the Hardballgets AFL show. Today on the podcast, it is the 2-minute warning after round 9 and this episode is brought to you by Tab Touch. The more you know, the better it gets. Download the Tab Touch app today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with? If you haven't subscribed to the podcast or if you're listening, please do that. Leave us a rating, leave us a review. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere else. Hardballgets AFL. All right, let's get stuck in. This is the Hardballgets AFL show. My name's Nick Rynne, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels. Gents, what's going on?
Oh, not a great deal. Mother's Day yesterday. It was a nice day. Happy Mother's Day to all the mums that listen. Our big female audience that we have.
We've got a few. One in Tasmania.
Got the one in Tassie.
We've got a few here. Lauren,
couple here.
Lauren
There's a few here.
So I genuinely,
mothers,
I can't tell the difference between Mother's Day and every other day in our household.
Oh.
Every day is Mother's Day.
Baking a cake every day.
Tell you what, this Sunday was the only Sunday that she gets out of bed at 9 o'clock and I don't rage. Oh, happy Mother's Day. Oh, I had a sleep in, did you? That's nice. Every other Sunday, I'm up at 6 with Ted.
Yep.
And we'll get out of bed at 9.
Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. Things have swung the other way now, haven't they?
I'm not answering this conversation. I'm not answering this conversation.
I didn't say anything either. Hold on. I've lost my train of thought.
Oh, no.
We've cooked him already. He's out of practice here. Yeah.
This is what happens. 1 week on the boundary line, doing nothing.
You know what?
And now you got this.
I don't like the Thursday games. It felt like 2 weeks ago that we did that game.
No, we love Thursday game.
Because you get the weekend off.
Oh, God, nothing better.
I'm not. It's not for me.
You need a cadence.
Not for me.
You need firm stuff every day.
Yeah, I like having footy on a Saturday or something.
No, I hate it. Have the weekend. Enjoy
really?
it.
What did you do?
That's why every day's Mother's Day in my household. I just cherish the family for this.
Yeah, that's right.
I had Auskick Friday night, soccer Saturday, Sunday Mother's Day.
William did ask when is Children's Day?
Yeah, we always get
that. That's every day, mate.
But can you remember yourself asking your parents that as a kid and get the same response?
Yes, it's every day, which is true. That is true.
We just needed one day of them not screaming and crying. I threatened to throw them in the bin. If there was any screaming, they were going in the red bin.
The kids?
One got very close.
This is yesterday?
Yeah, they got a real fright that they were going
I reckon
in the bin.
they lift on Mother's Day. Like they're just extra bratty.
Yeah, they must do, eh?
It's like they know Mum wants a day off and they just lift.
Yeah. We're meant to be nice. No.
What's your ideal Father's Day? You can do anything on the day at all.
So I love spending time with the kids. So it'd be something like Em would get up before 9, let's say 6.
Are you sleeping until 9?
She would grab the kids.
Yep.
And in my mind, I'd be like, oh, maybe they're going to get me breakfast. But instead, they just continue driving and they go down south. That would be my
surprise
ideal
day off.
I'm very lucky. Spend a lot of time with the kids.
Yeah. Almost too much, you'd say.
A lot.
Nick, what about you?
Sleeping would be nice.
Sleeping. Well, what time?
I feel like Rinny could pull his head off the pillow at midday sort of stuff, Rinny.
No.
You would have been a sloth back in the day.
My sisters are still they'll go to bed at 2 a.m, wake up at 12 if they can.
Oh, that's gross.
But no, I like to get up early. Get out.
Early bird gets the worm.
Early bird gets the worm. See the sun.
Light one up early. Going from the first minute the sun pops
just roll over. It's already on the bedside table.
No, a bit of a lie-in, bit of a breakfast, and then I don't know. Everyone go get a coffee. Come with Dad to get a coffee somewhere nice. Sit on the beach.
Yeah, okay.
Stop taking it back to smoking weed on the beach, mate.
Just sitting on the beach, go for a swim.
What about you, Rhino? Really quickly?
Similar to
yours,
yours,
about us turning into Father's Day one day after Mother's Day.
I reckon I'd just want some space. Although at some point in the day, I wouldn't mind being at a pub with a nice sort of grassed area and off a cold beer.
You're not the one who has to look after the kids at the pub.
Correct. If there's any dramas, it's not on me.
Yeah, we'll go to this one because there's a playground. Oh, you got to watch them though.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly.
Awesome.
All right, let's get into it then. What is this round? We're heading into
9.
round 10 after round 9.
Going into round 10. All right, go for it, Zave.
Let's start with Brisbane. 6 goals to 11 after half time. Carlton made a bit of a game of it. But I want to talk about Ryan Lester.
Oh, yeah.
Froggy Lester, 20 disposals and 11 marks. Now, I feel like every club that's successful has a Froggy Lester.
Okay.
So to be successful, you have to have a Ryan Lester on your books. Like, the shit teams have too many Ryan Lesters.
Right.
But the good teams have one.
So you just want one.
Well, you want like,
2 is too many?
So like
2 is too many.
I want to go through the top 4 as we speak because I think it's almost how the 4 is going to land. Sydney Swans.
Who's their Ryan
Lester?
Who is it?
I just want to throw it out there.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you want like a veteran?
I think Rowbottom.
Rowbottom's a bit
different type of player.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about half-back.
No. Just the
Role
heart and
player.
soul,
Very good
respected
role
heart
player.
and role player.
Yeah, I could say
in the leadership group.
row bottom.
A row
yeah.
bottom.
Yep.
What about Fremantle?
Well, I think Carl Warner was the one I thought of. When you
Yeah,
talked
I
about
thought that
Froggy
too,
Lester.
actually, for some reason.
Yeah, sort of, does the
Switkowski.
job.
Switkowski would be the one I
I'd
was
say
thinking
Switkowski
of.
is your Froggy.
Yeah.
He might be
And Hawthorn. Who would be their Froggy Leicester?
Is it a
Jarman.
Tom Barras?
Jarman Impey, potentially.
No,
Is
Tom Brass is better than
Impey's
that.
a little bit better
Impey's
than that.
better. Impey's better.
Oh, you need
Amon.
someone
No,
who's
could
no
it be
good.
like a Dylan Moore?
Or Hardwick.
Yeah, the Hardwick.
Hardwick's
Hardwick.
there.
There it
Yeah,
is.
there
It's
it
Blake
is.
Hard. Dimmer Hardwick.
There we go.
I don't know. I just looked at Leicester. I think he played his best game. He got coaches' votes last week for the first
Oh,
time.
yeah,
Did I
he
see?
would have had a good. He
Something
feels like
like
he's
that.
been around for 20 years.
I think I need to see the coaches' awards on whatever night they played. Was it Friday night? Because I think he was their best player.
you get 10.
I think
Yeah.
Froggy might get the 10 votes.
Yeah, I could make you could
That
make
would
a strong
have to be the
argument.
first time ever for the Frogman.
He's definitely one when they won the flag. When he popped up, you're like, oh, that's awesome. Like that, he got a flag.
But
Yeah.
now he's got 2 and he's
Now,
charging
yeah,
towards
yeah.
3. He's in the leadership group. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats at the Brisbane Lions.
Was he ever captain? Was he like a I feel like they had
No.
5.
Ryan Lester.
I feel like he was in a
No,
leadership group or a captain.
No.
They've had a lot.
No.
They're like
He
a
was delisted
multi-captain.
7 times.
Well, yeah, there
1
we-
year as...
Hey, let's go to Collingwood. 10th on the ladder.
Yeah.
Pendlebury's missing this week against Sydney.
Oh, yeah.
Again, like the week after they play West Coast,
Yeah.
they could not play either Dacos, either like Pendlebury
rest
or
them then.
Degoe, and they'd still beat West Coast.
I don't
Instead-
care what they say. They've stuffed this up.
I think so too. And
They've
they are
stuffed it up.
they're stubborn about it.
They've overthought it, and I get it. It's a big deal, and it's a great marketing thing, and Pendles means a lot. I get that.
It's gonna be
But
West
he got-
Coast.
He got to 432 games
By playing.
every
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
And now you're pissing around with this. Like, I'm not saying he would have been the difference in their draw and then the loss, but I mean the draw you could make an argument.
Well, we spoke about the draw. Hawthorn, 3rd,
Yeah.
above them.
Yeah.
Sydney this week, 1st,
Yeah.
above them. Is Pendlebury going to help them win or
Yeah.
not?
He was the best on ground for you.
Absolutely, he's
Anzac
going to
Day.
help them win if he plays. They're going to be closer if he plays than if he
Correct.
doesn't.
Like, if it was a Jeremy Howe, for example.
Yeah.
Howe's a nice player
Yeah.
still, but if he was rested time to time, you'd be like, oh, yeah, he's player 15.
But it's like, so who like
Scott Pendlebury's top
Pendlebury
5.
or Ed Allen, who's going to help you win more?
Correct.
on
So
the
they're
weekend?
going to lose. I don't think they will win this week. I think Sydney will win the game. Sydney are going pretty well, and Collingwood are just half going. You take Pendlebury out of that team, then they're not going. They're going to slip further down. So I just think this has been absolutely mismanaged. They've stuffed it up. I don't care what they say.
Well, St
The
Kilda,
other one
North
is-
and Giants are still below them by half a game.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So if they drop this and those guys have a win,
Yeah.
You know
then
the other
you're out of 10th.
The other thing it's done is made it less special. By the time it rolls around, everyone will be like, "Oh, yeah, here we go, bloody!" They've stuffed
I know.
around, and like it's not just a we roll
And
into
also,
the game.
like,
it's
you've
a
done
big
all this.
moment.
What if he hurts his calf at training next week?
Yeah,
So then you got to wait another week. Like,
Was you Boomer- imagine?
and then what if they're playing away in that game? Oh,
Yeah,
well,
look, it's
no,
an
we can't do that one.
An amazing record. We all agree.
We love Pendlebury.
Yeah.
This
And-
is not about Scott
And this is
Pendlebury.
West Coast Grand Final. This will be West Coast Grand Final.
they want to take.
Over the next 10 years will be this game. There'll be 95,000 at the MCG.
Yeah.
And that is the only time they're going to do that in the next 10 years.
The other one is still side bottom. He's had one game over 20 touches this year, 5 games of 15 or less. He had 7 touches on the weekend.
Yeah.
And he's not playing like 30% game time.
When Reevesy ran him down, that
Yeah.
was a sign.
I think it's over. It's over at the end of the year.
He's breaking records too. They've got a gold jumper for steel.
They're doing
Yeah.
this against
They're
West
gonna-
Coast.
They're going to leak him to
They're
a...
going to spray the top of his
Yeah.
head gold.
I mean, he's had an
Gotta stick
unbelievable
out.
career.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Brilliant player.
Okay, let's go to Gold Coast. And you talked about Leicester, Froggy Leicester, and that
Yep.
sort of heart and soul player. And he's kind of unlocked it, especially on the weekend down back in that halfback role of mid-sized defend. There's a guy at Gold Coast who I think has been just,
Euland.
Bodie Euland.
Yeah.
It took him
I
like
think
40
he's
seconds
risen.
to sounds like Euland.
Yeah,
Euland.
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 I got to Euland. Like, I think, we talked about him last week as he'd probably be in the All-Australian squad, but I think he's almost got
Where was he
the
best and
spot
fairest
now.
last year?
Second, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
second in the best and fairest. So, and I went back and I was like, so what happened with Buddy Euland? How did he come here? I didn't realise when they drafted him, he had back stress fractures, couldn't run or kick for a year and had to wear a brace.
Oh, perfect. That's what you want.
Like, that's the story.
Because then he's like tucked away.
Yeah,
he's a
he has
late
been.
pick.
That's the story they're going to say about me after I see the surgeon tomorrow.
He's
on my
had a
back.
brace for a
That I'm
year.
going to be in a brace and they're going to run like a 10K for Run for a Reason or something along those lines.
Yeah, mate, what
City
a
to
story.
Surf.
City to Surf would be the
City
one
to
I'd
Surf.
target, actually.
So he's averaging 24 touches and 7 marks this weekend, 29 on the weekend at 86%, 13 intercept possessions, 445 metres gained. He's only 22. Like he's one you probably think he's a bit older than he is.
No, I agree with that.
And he's lifted because his younger brother's.
He's the younger brother.
And the change of number.
Yeah.
Yeah,
change
the
of number.
They're going
he's a real
digit help.
He's a real player, and that's the kind of player they need to find because they've got the
I'd say who's in incredible touch. Johnny Noble.
John Noble.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
He is.
He's everywhere.
He's had patches where he's played good footy.
Yeah.
And I think the knock on him was you'd go too quick and it'd be a turnover.
Yeah.
Mate, Johnny Noble's their best rebound defender. Don't worry about Daniel Rioli.
Yeah.
Don't worry about any of
He's killing
those
it.
guys.
He's killing it.
Give the ball to Noble.
Are we back on the Suns?
So how many in a row do you reckon they won in Darwin?
They're in the second group.
Do you know how many in a row they've won in Darwin now?
Is it like 10?
9.
What do you make of Ross's
coming up on
idea of
10.
every club playing in Darwin?
He
Yeah,
was
what? Yeah.
a little bit tongue-in-cheek there, wasn't he? I'm sure everyone will do their bit. They won't, Ross.
Let's go to Melbourne, a bit of an unusual one. I got a text from my brother at 6:31 on Friday. He was on the train heading home from work. Just overheard guys on a train chatting. The question was, who is the best player in the comp? His friend responded, Bont. The other guy goes, yeah, I'm a big fan of Ed Langdon. And the bloke goes, Ed Langdon. But he tried to be really polite. Anyway, Ed bloody Langdon played like Marcus Bontempelli.
Didn't he have a game?
Ed Langdon, 29 disposals, 19 kicks, 10 handballs, 10 marks. There's your triple-double. And roamed around. Metres game would have been enormous. But I thought that was quite
Playing off halfback now?
funny.
Taking kick-ins?
Quite funny for Ed Langdon. How many kick-ins did he take?
What do you reckon is the AFL triple-double?
It's
Clearances, I reckon.
Clearances?
It's not kicks, handballs, marks, or tackles.
I feel like that's too...
I think it's any of them because they're all doubles.
I only took one
count
kick
it,
in.
But what's like the one? Is it
I think tackles. I would have
kicks, handballs,
tackles.
tackles?
I think it would be marks, to be honest.
So
Disposals, marks.
and tackles.
Kicks, handballs, marks. Disposals.
That's
maybe.
the obvious one.
Yeah. Just
Probably
quickly,
the easiest one.
they've won 6 games now, Melbourne. So I think we all were out of Melbourne. I've
The
said it every
over-under
week.
was 7.5, wasn't it? Or was it 8.5?
Something like that. Anyway, it's nearly there.
Blips
They're
through
going to
it.
go right
How many do they win the next 4 weeks really quickly? Hawthorn.
No.
Oh,
No, they don't beat Hawthorn.
I'll give him a
You're out.
half a chance.
You're out. They don't beat Hawthorn. Western Bulldogs.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No.
GWS.
Yes.
Probably.
And then Collingwood.
Yes.
That's that Monday, isn't it?
No, Easter Monday.
birthday.
Queen
Collingwood,
King's birthday, whatever it is.
Yeah, what's the best you've seen Collingwood play this year compared to the best
Yeah,
you've seen
but
Melbourne
those
play?
games, they do tend to go up a notch.
probably
They
rest
could be
Pendlebury.
3-1
Yeah.
or 2-2.
They could get their line by the halfway mark.
Yeah.
It's a bloody good effort.
Yeah.
It's Ed Langdon. That's what it is.
It's all
He's Ed Langdon,
He's
the
the
best
best player
player
in
in
the
comp.
competition. Speaking of best player in the competition. Okay. So I want you to tell me how many players you're taking ahead of Zach Butters.
Righto.
If we're just doing
We
right
got a list.
best player in the AFL, I think I have the list ahead of me.
How many names so I know how long
I
to
have
think about
5 plus
Okay.
a 6th with a question mark.
Okay.
But I'm not sure of where he sits in it.
Mhm.
So go.
I thought you were going to
I
read
thought
the
you were going to
names.
read a list and say yes or no.
You got to tell
Oh,
me.
if you've got the names there, read them because off the top of my
Okay,
head,
well,
I'll be sorry.
Bontempelli, Dacos.
Yes.
Heaney.
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 Yes.
Are we talking about like right now?
Yep. I have Cozzy
Cozzy,
over Butters.
No, 50-50.
Jackson
Yeah, no.
Butters.
At the moment, I take
and
Jackson.
Naz.
I'd take Butters.
So he's 4th.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And
remarkable.
we're probably missing someone, are
No, I don't think we are.
No.
You don't think that? What about Lockie Neal's?
I mean, yeah,
Super touch.
but if you take into account ages, well, Jordan Dawson was the other one who's.
we? Nah,
No,
very,
very
very
easy.
I think that's it. I think that's the list.
Mm.
I mean, Max obviously is having a really good season again, but I think Jackson's
Nah.
ahead of him.
No,
so
yeah,
and you don't have him ahead of Jackson. So
No, it's top 5 easily.
he's 4th.
Yeah.
He's 4th.
The only
And
thing is, I
it's
do
the
feel
Cozzy,
as
him
though-
or Cozzy for 5th.
I feel as though, as we saw Cozzy on the weekend, a tagger can make
I reckon he's
things
getting
tough.
better than that though. Now I reckon
Butters.
he's. I mean,
I don't
No,
reckon
talking about Cozzy.
yeah, no Butters.
Oh, Butters.
I think
but
he
how
was.
much a tagger can change.
It did
One
does-
hot day doesn't make a summer.
but not
He's
like
got a-
last year. Last year,
No,
he
he
got
fought through Mullen.
flatlined.
He's the only guy who
Yeah.
hasn't been Mullened properly.
Yeah,
this year.
that's correct. But that's if
I
you go
think
through
he's-
his history of the
yeah, but
last
this year-
2 years, he's been
Yeah,
tagged.
but this
pretty
year I think he's
successfully.
figured that out a little bit.
Can you imagine? See, this is why he wants to get to the Dogs. Bont or Butters. who are you tagging? That's
Yeah.
a question. So
Far
at least
out.
he's going to get a bit of space.
Well, that's the thing, right? None of those other guys are even remotely gettable.
And
a
Bob's
tagger.
going to be 32 next year. So,
Yeah.
I mean, Bob's not going to be around forever anyway.
yeah, but like we say, every year he just does the same thing.
Who does Butters have coming up that's tagging? I'm going to just really, really quickly. Gold Coast, you'll run free. Carlton, you'll run free. West Coast, you'll run free. Sydney, you'll get Jordan.
Unless they turn Hoff into a tagger now.
Yeah, that did work, actually.
It did work. Well, it's back to me. Well, let's talk about that. So that's... Oh, well, no, I didn't have Hoff. Anyway, that's one win. It's trying to find
doing West
small
Coast?
win. I'm going to do West
Okay.
Coast Eagles. So horror weekend for them. Not just the result,
Everything.
but they've probably lost 2 guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harry Edwards' 3rd concussion in the season.
Yeah.
That's not... He has to go through that process now, right?
He's
Where
also, he's going to go through but also he's at the point now where the slight knocks are the ones, and they're the worst
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
When
yeah.
you see that and it's like, geez, that didn't look like a lot.
But it's taken you
But that's
out,
what
yeah.
gets him out
And
now.
it's probably like this is one of those horrible situations where it is probably for the best that he doesn't
I think
play
so.
footy.
I think so.
And then Jamie Cripps was another like just gut wrenching one. So you're having to do your time back in the waffle.
Now,
as
do you
a-
think it's gut wrenching?
I think
Like,
you
it's
do.
sad,
like,
it's sad that there won't be a send off, but for Jamie Cripps, he's in the 2s. He's just had another kid.
Yeah.
Well, I
They're
think
getting
that-
pumped every week.
I don't think it's gut wrenching that he's not going to. That this is his last year, but I think for him, you're like for doing an ACL, and
Oh,
it's just a sad ending.
sucks
like
that
being
that's
the
the
twos.
It's a not the ending you would have chosen.
No,
sucks,
you
but-
do your ACL in the ones.
Yeah,
like,
but in
yeah,
saying
cool.
that, he plays round 24 and they lose by 150. Is that a good way to go out? No. So, like,
Yeah,
his
that's-
career,
well,
he's ticked every box. He's played,
Oh,
200,
yeah.
nearly 280 games. He's kicked a bunch of goals. He's premiership player. He's
We had a group chat
Much
flying
loved
around
teammate.
about Cripper
yeah.
and the situation he's in the 2s, getting pumped. The former players are in this chat, and it was more leaning towards see you later.
Just pull the pin.
Just pull
See you
the pin.
later.
Yeah, 100%.
Get paid at the end of the year. You got 6 months to transition into something else.
Yep.
Your paycheck won't change.
No.
Yeah, and then again, like watching them, and then from an AFL like perspective, watching them play, I was just sitting there thinking, will it be a decade out of finals? So it's 2020 was their last appearance.
Yeah.
It'll be a decade.
They're not going to be back in
It could
finals.
be a
until
decade.
2030,
Could be
right?
a decade from now.
Yeah,
Well, no.
That's a bit-
Nah, don't catastrophize. It's
You guys said 5 years ago they'd probably be in finals about 5 years. They are no closer to finals
I'm
5
not
years
sure I
later.
was that bullish
I
then.
don't think
just
we
last
said that
year.
5
Oh,
years.
No,
you
I-
guys.
I
that's
said last year was their
That's
best year.
2021.
That's
You guys
all.
were
They were probably-
wanking away. Oh, yeah,
Hold on. 2021, they were probably still in finals.
No, they weren't.
No, they just
they
missed
weren't.
out.
They just missed
They won
out.
10 games though.
Yeah.
They did.
No, that- mate.
We didn't know how bad it was at that point.
You didn't. I think
But they
some
still
did.
had- yeah, well, it wasn't trending
I don't think
well.
you thought it was going to be this bad.
Well, I reckon I got abused for saying they won't play finals for 8 years at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
It could actually be a decade. There's not a lot of ticks. Anyway,
could be.
I thought you were going to do when you going to do like a surprise and a battler.
Nah, I'm going to save it for buy rounds when things get a bit dry.
Okay.
Oh,
that's a
yeah,
good
sure.
shout.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
Well, yes, for those, I was going to do a who's surprised me this season v who's disappointed me.
Yeah,
What, out of interest, what 2 players did you have there?
For West Coast, well, the one surprise has been Malachi Champion's shown like glimpse. I didn't think he was up to the
Yeah.
level, but I've seen glimpses.
Okay.
The disappointment is Tyler Young. Is that his name?
Yeah, that's
Do you
his
think?
first name.
Do you
Yeah.
think?
Well, I just think you brought him in. He looked solid, but he's just getting.
He's outmatched.
They're all-
he's
and-
outsized and outmatched.
and I
every
don't.
single
And I like he's not. He's up against it.
Do you
right?
think?
Like,
Do you think Nathan Broad? Actually, I've got Richmond coming up. I'm about to talk about Miller.
I'll do it now.
Well, Nathan Broad leaves Richmond
Yep.
to West Coast, or to Western Australia.
Yep.
How do you think the West Coast supporters will feel with more Richmond coming
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
club?
yeah.
In all seriousness.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think it'll be received
Again,
well.
I don't want to go back to my group chats, but I don't think they're overly pumped with the
Do you
situation.
know what? I wouldn't mind Freo picking him up, to be honest.
Just have him on the list.
Just to have he's a good operator. He's
Yeah.
got a heap of good footy knowledge. You know, worst case scenario, he's playing at Peel and helping with the coaching.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't think that's a terrible idea for
No,
them.
I don't think. Yeah, but you know where it's probably going to lean.
It's
towards.
probably
I think there might be a few that are getting a bit upset with this Richmond stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go to the top. So Richmond, we're talking about more. I was comparing Miller to Young. Like last year, I don't think we could really tell the difference between Miller and Young on the list. Like one of them plays, you're like, who's that? Whatever.
Yep.
Miller had a good game on the weekend, so absolutely tip my hat. Miller, why can't we get Miller? But the best players for Richmond, just having a look at the data points for Richmond yesterday, they were competitive, got it back to 16 points.
Yeah.
Well, it looked like they were going to.
They had no momentum. Inside 50s, slightly favoured Adelaide, but hit-outs strongly favoured Adelaide, but they crumbed hard for the clearances. Like, they did pretty well. Best players. Ross, Short, Taranto, Vlauston, Lynch were the highest rated players.
So it's the older guys again.
The older boys just keep them in the game. And then that's where you saw little sprinklings of a goal from...
Cumming
kicked one late. Cumming kicked one late.
The dog.
The red boots, young fella. He played
Seth
well.
Campbell?
No.
Steely?
First year.
Reshko.
Reshko, like Reshko, other than the last kick out of the defence where it went 15 metres sideways, he showed really good signs. But it shows how important it is that the senior players, again,
and
the
to be
names,
fair, that's-
Short premiership, best and fairest, Tarrant's won best and fairest, Vlauston's premierships, Lynch premierships, Ross will win their best and fairest this year, I would think. They are the players that keep your head above water without drowning. You might not, win, but they just compared to West Coast, that's the difference for me.
Well, that's a great.
delivering.
That's not. Obviously, you prefer to win the game, but that's actually almost like that's fine if they're going to play against a good team in Adelaide or a middle of the road team like in Adelaide at home. Give yourself a chance, lose the game. It's not the end of the world.
And see the kids do something.
Yeah, correct.
No, I thought it was okay
fine.
yesterday. And again, watching Tom Lynch in like a leadership role up forward with a couple of those keys. I know. How old do you reckon Lafau is?
Is he like 26?
Wasn't he like a mid-season draftee?
27.
I was going to say 25. Yeah,
He doesn't miss us. Someone who tried to shrug the tackle and he just monstered him. He's like,
I
"I'll go
heard the
past this guy."
commentators say, key, if you know they had a background in rugby, you don't try and dodge them.
Yeah.
All right, let's go North Melbourne. Quick tip to LDU. Excellent game.
Look, very
I
good.
thought you were going to give him advice.
No,
Here we go.
tip of the cap.
Tip, mate.
Tip of the cap.
Be nice to your mum.
So interestingly enough, and Luke Parker, 29 and 10 marks. He's just having a great season, isn't he? He's just...
Luke Parker, they said, would he be in the conversation for the 40 All-Australian off half-back?
He'd probably have to be. He'd have to be. He'd be leading their best and fairest, I think.
And I completely forgot, on the weekend I was watching it, he was playing really well, going hard as he always does.
Yep.
And then, of course, it's his old team.
Yeah.
I didn't even click how hard he was going.
So last year, their first 5 losses of the season, they had 16, 36, 65, 52, 82. So an average of 50 points.
Yeah.
The first 5 losses of the year. This year, it's only 21. So they've taken 5 goals off of that.
I think we all see improvement.
Yeah, they've lost 2 games by under 10 points, a 7 and an 8. They've lost a game by 17, another one by 26.
Lost to West Coast.
1 blowout by 49.
And lost to West Coast, which I
And-
reckon
and
if you
lost
play
to West
another...
Coast.
What the hell?
If they kick the first 7 of 8 goals in that game.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense when
look
you look back
who
on it.
bobbed up with another couple of goals on the weekend.
Who?
St. Dersma.
They did.
I
yeah.
did.
I didn't tune in, but I said,
No, I just think that we're finally showing signs of progression. And I think
I thought they were stiff too with the umpiring.
yes, they were.
And I was listening to
The Heaney was definitely holding the footy.
the Fireball, Fireball
Mm.
with Kane and Kingy. And Kingy made a good point. He reckons North get the shittest umpires all the time because they're off Broadway
Low draw,
all the
maybe.
time.
Low draw, yeah.
Yeah. So
I was talking to the ex-head of like WA Umpires Association. He's on the bus and on the way into work on Friday, and he said he was at the Thursday night game, and he said the 4 umpires out there were about the 4 best, and he was like, who's umpiring the rest of the games this weekend? So he said the talent was quite concentrated in the marquee spots.
yeah, well,
Spread it out.
and Kane was saying that's fact that teams like North Melbourne would get the lesser umpires.
Of course, yeah.
Because they're never on Broadway.
Yeah.
Inside 50s that game, what do you reckon they were? North v Sydney.
They would have been pretty close, right?
No, I reckon North would have had more.
Plus 16.
Yeah.
16.
16 more inside 50s. And I know I'm slightly biased leaning North. They have definitely improved.
Definitely.
And fun to watch.
Yeah, I
Chipped
think
5
that's the
goals
thing.
off the losing margin from last
But
year.
good to watch. Like They still scored nearly 100.
Yeah.
You're up, Nick.
I'm up. Let's go
He's
to.
off today, the big fella.
Big fella's
He's
having a
way
Well,
off.
see, because
sleep
normally
last night.
I haven't slept all weekend actually. We had a bit of a virus, but see, normally I do the list and it
Glad we're
comes
sitting in
through.
a tiny room with him with no ventilation.
Yeah, I
then.
know.
Yeah, that'll be
Mate, what's that thing?
No, I'm fine.
Have you seen the videos of that boat? What's it called?
Yeah.
Bloody hunter virus or some shit.
Oh, yeah,
What
shit.
about? I saw a video saying they reckon they send them through the Strait of Hormuz and just see if we can get into the
Just
boat.
open it up.
Just pretend that if
right.
you go, let Iran do the damage. We don't want the bastard on land.
All right, we'll go to
just turn
Geelong.
left down here. Off you go.
One thing about me is I like to go early in a lot of respects.
Oh, boy.
Oh, really? Come on,
And
mate.
I don't think this bloke was off the boat by the time I backed him in. But
A
how?
lot of respects.
In a
What
lot
do
of
you mean by
respects.
that?
In a lot of respects.
You got a premature ejaculation
You just
problem.
got to go.
That's a medical term.
Is that the medical term?
That's a medical phrase.
Isn't there a Latin phrase?
I'm
for it?
being a genuine caring friend when I ask questions like
You got to
that.
ask, are you okay? So, Ocean Mullen. Ocean.
Oh, don't say the name, you might actually go off.
I will go off early if I talk about this man anymore. So I didn't like. Obviously, never expected him to do this, but he's now not only the best tagger in the game, but he's developing his offensive attributes and his ability with the ball now. That he's actually like a two-way player. Dacos had touches on the weekend, but did nothing. Whereas, so this is the stats. So Dacos, 29, 2 clearances, both season lows for him.
Mm-hmm.
Mullen, 21 touches, career high, 9 score involvements and 4 clearances.
Wow.
Like, I don't know. That's a blank. There's
How
blanket
old is
jobs.
Ocean?
26,
Oh, okay.
25, 26.
Yeah.
And I like how after the game they asked, apparently on the boundary line, so Mullen's clearly coming off with Nick, that then they stood up together and looked across at each other and gave each other like a
Gave
little
them a nod.
of the head at each other,
Really?
like bit of respect. And
Gamesmanship.
and then the question was like, how good is it to see the tagger back in vogue, Ocean? He's like, well, I haven't been here long, so I don't remember what it was like when it was in. So
It just is what it is. Well, yeah, that's the best part of the story too, is that it's Nick Dacos versus the man who was it who called him the Nick Dacos of Ireland? When he came,
Dangerfield.
it was Dangerfield, I think. Yeah, he said he's like the Nick Dacos of Ireland when he came over. So he's coming on. And he could actually get the 10 coaches' votes. Like we talked about coaches' votes earlier.
I wonder where the coaches' votes are released. I do like checking
It's
them
usually
out.
like
Is
a
it
Monday afternoon.
Yeah.
Monday afternoon or Tuesday?
Yeah, I think it's a Monday. Usually.
Anyway, I just really...
He's 23, by the way, according
No,
to.
he's 26.
Oh no, hold on, that's
23
wrong.
older.
See, this happened to me yesterday. I was looking at
Google's
my age.
wrong.
so
It gets it wrong.
I've
No, it's
clicked-
Bing. It's not Google. It's bloody.
Why are
Bing.
you on Bing?
Bing is the worst.
What the hell?
Like it literally
Who
says.
actually uses
I'm
Bing?
looking at the screen. It says Ocean Mullen is 23 years old. He was born in the year 2000. He can't even do basic maths. He can't even do basic maths. When you click on their Wikipedia page, if you click on
He's going to
Ocean,
come up and say
yes.
he's 26.
Thank you, Joe. And then you'll see in the corner he is 26. Yes.
Yeah,
I forgot about the
26.
long hair. He's looking good these days.
Do we think that we're using Bing might be able to just cut the recent bannings and you can duck into sites?
Oh, is this one that a backdoor into some,
Is that,
some
is Bing a
sites?
backdoor into some certain adult sites or what?
Why
Backdoor
were you
into a few
using Bing?
backdoors?
It's a nightmare.
Josh, just quickly,
Give
people
it a
can-
go now.
yeah, you can type it in.
Type it in.
I think there's one that's hub or
Go
something.
to Bing and type in
Hub.
backdoor.
Oh,
See what happens.
really?
All right, mate.
Really?
Jesus.
Sorry.
Really, please.
People listening to this, the kids with the car, like you can't just be saying stuff like that.
All right, Sardis, let's go to the Bombers.
Always has to take it too
I
far.
know, I've had to move on.
What do we do?
Clean it up.
Sardis, 34 disposals and 1 goal. Still won't be good enough to get back in
That's in the VFL.
He must get absolutely destroyed defensively.
But he didn't look like
must.
like that when he was
must.
playing there.
He
Um,
is just someone who that he has to get out of Essendon.
Yeah,
if he's
well-
any chance to save his career,
Yeah.
get out.
There
might not be any takers
He might be
anymore.
one of those players.
In
Yeah.
the Ben Hobbs category.
Yes.
The,
yes.
and what's the Will Brodie?
In that, so 34 disposals, 1 goal to Sardis. Jack off had 36.
He did.
I just wanted to see how he went there.
That was exciting.
Just quickly, I sat down and watched that game.
Oh, you're back on
He's
the
got,
VFL.
he's got great hands,
Yes, yeah, yes.
particularly the right one.
Yes. Okay, well, he's left-handed actually. Let's go to the banner. Let's go to
Called
the
a stranger.
banner.
Oh, yes.
Essendon Giants banner.
Oh, yeah.
Brad Scott said they're desperate for relevancy.
I think the
in
actual
Western
quote
Sydney.
was he eased back on it. He was very sort of straight down the middle, Brad Scott. But when people just took the start of the quote,
I listened to it.
you thought it was still pretty pointed.
Yeah.
I think he was He kept going to be pointed, and then he just pulled himself back a little bit.
I thought it was a little bit more measured than it came across.
No, I thought that he deliberately needed to have a little swipe at them.
Oh, yeah, it was a little swipe.
Do we... Like, there will be a time when GWS turn to absolute shit, just the fact it's how footy work.
Yeah.
And you got to turn the heat up on them. And they've got to cop it. But I don't see anything wrong with that banner.
That's fine. It's great.
Correct. If you give it, you got to get it.
It's great.
And eventually you're going to be shit and you're going to get it. Like, if West Coast in 18 were potting the shit out of everyone on banners and on Instagram and stuff, I would expect every single week that they're serving shit up to be reminded of such nonsense.
Hey,
so it'll come back to them. But whilst Essendon are down in the dog, I think it's perfectly fine.
Absolutely.
Play on and loved it. And I thought the banner was quite funny.
I thought it was good.
We can.
That's the only ring you're talking about out of the game.
Next week.
What were you going to throw out?
I'm just going to say the Giants, it's not really taking on up there.
No.
And they're going to take the
You're talking about
they're going to take GWS out of the name.
It's just W. It's just
gonna
going to
be
be WS.
Western
Giants.
Sydney.
It'd be Western Sydney, wouldn't it?
I think it's just going to be Giants.
I thought it was going to be Western Sydney.
I think they're going to do some kangaroos thing and just be Giants.
Well, that's dumb.
I thought Western Sydney stayed.
Well, whatever it is.
Because they want to appeal to Western Sydney, not the greater
They've been very good, right, over a long period of time. They've been finals contenders, made some prelims, made a grand final, and it still hasn't worked. What's going to happen when they are dog shit? Because everyone's dog shit every now and then.
But they have been, though, in early days.
But that was early days, so that's a pass.
Okay.
So but then they got good.
They were meant to have built something by now.
So where are we now? When
is there room to go to Canberra more? Because I feel like Canberra show up every time.
But you don't want to be living in two places.
But maybe that's just how it has to happen.
They're basically going to be a child of divorce, just moving between mum's and dad's house.
But what's going on? Well, so Geelong go back and forth.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, they have to play home games at the MCG.
Yeah, but that's different.
Is it?
Well, you're suggesting they play half their home games in Canberra? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I don't know. If you worry about crowds and like they grab them.
Is it an hour's drive from Sydney to Canberra?
Well, they're from the outskirts, mayder greater are they? Well, Eddie Maguire said that they should call themselves the New South Wales Giants and play in Canberra more. So apparently it's right in New South Wales, smack bang.
Whose go is this?
Did the siren go?
Me. The siren went ages ago.
What are we talking about?
We just kept going.
Freo.
Okay. Wharfie time. It is Wharfie time. So I got a little cranky on the weekend and I wrote a column about some things that people get wrong with Fremantle constantly. Because this stuff drives people mad, I think. It drives Fremantle supporters mad, I know that. Sam Switkowski is one of them.
Switkowski,
you name it. He gets everything. The guy has been around long enough now. You should be able to say his name.
His uncle ran Telstra.
Been
around. The name's been in the society for a while.
It's not actually that hard when you break it down. Switkowski. Corey Wagner and Carl Warner.
Different people. Blondes.
You wouldn't believe how many times people confuse Carl Warner and Corey Wagner.
Look, I can't talk because I did it on the weekend.
Did you?
No, we just saw blonde hair and a boot missing. Yeah. But I'd also say the great Dennis Cometti used to call Grant Birchall Scrimshaw for years when Birch was retired from Brisbane.
Yeah, well, that was probably toward the end of his time.
It can happen.
And Shea Bolton, not Shy Bolton. People still calling him Shy Bolton.
No.
And he's been around forever. And then there's the other conversation, which every time everyone brings up Fremantle.
If he ever did an interview, though, you'd probably be able to, you could just clarify. But he never does an interview.
No, it is Shea.
Yeah, I know, but you never hear from him ever.
That's true. Yeah. And then the other one is the laziness of every time Fremantle's brought up, it has to be about Luke Jackson and Sean Darcy and or Mason Cox now. It's like there are other things to talk about with Fremantle. All I'm saying is this team is now an absolute premiership contender.
No, I agree with that.
Very, very good.
I think the
forward line's steady. I think that's done. I think the back line's done.
Yeah.
And I think the only bit of question is what happens in the ruck.
The midfield. Don't go lazy. We just discussed this.
That's an open question.
The midfield's done. That's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't.
Luke Jackson is the man.
Yeah,
that's
correct.
obvious.
You need someone to talk about.
So whether or not Sean Darcy's playing 55% game time or Mason Cox is playing 62% game time.
But it wasn't that for years. It was
for years
Sean Darcy was starting
changed.
ruck.
Last year it had changed.
Also,
it had changed at the start of this year.
Don't think I didn't notice the.
I can't believe we're having this conversation. I just said.
But I'm just saying.
But what
do you want to talk about? Alex Pearson full back. We know he's there. We know he's confirmed there. We know he's done
It's
there.
lazy.
There was
I'm banning it.
I don't know if you saw his column.
What do you want to talk about?
There was
Freo?
also
No,
a
it's-
missed drive-by.
Yes,
Amos?
yes,
A miss?
that was for you
Which
two.
one is it? I
Okay.
thought that was
Amos.
that had to be
Yeah,
pointed.
okay.
Not a miss.
Amos?
So what do you want to talk about Freo?
No, nothing.
Other than correcting everyone else? What do you,
no,
we can't
what-
talk about the one
here's-
thing that's open. What is it?
Here's what I'll say.
What do you want to talk? Give us 2 minutes on
Who's
Freo.
going to replace Alex Pearce? What about
Hugh Davies.
how well
banned.
Murphy Reed's playing this season?
Banned.
Shea banned.
Banned.
No, well, here we
No.
go. Alex Pearce, let's replace him with another ruckman and then see how that works.
Here we go. I'm banning Sean Darcy / Luke Jackson / Mason Cox conversation for the rest of the year. We're not allowed to have it.
We're not allowed to
Nah,
talk
it's
about
not
it.
happening.
We're not allowed to have it.
Not happening.
Well,
What if Luke
when
Jackson's
you guys
Brownlow?
talk
No.
about it, I'm going to tune out.
So when Darcy comes, Mason Cox is one of the most popular or notable figures in the competition. When Sean Darcy's back,
Oh, he's
fit.
doing it again.
No, but I'm just saying, well, who plays out of them two? Like, that's an interesting
it doesn't
conversation.
Matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No.
All right.
It doesn't matter.
Get your head out
it's
of
the smallest.
Fremantle's
No, it's the
arse.
smallest piece of the puzzle.
Oh, but I
to know
love
that.
Mason Cox in footy. It's good fun.
Speaking about tall timber,
Did
another,
he send me all right, actually? Random question.
He played out the game. So
Yeah.
there you go. Speaking about tall timber and other building materials, from concepts to completion, major infrastructure developments are transforming WA. New hospitals and upgraded health facilities are part of the largest health expansion our state has ever seen. Thousands of affordable homes are being delivered, helping more West Australians secure housing.
And improvements to transport infrastructure, enhancing connectivity and providing more choice in how you travel.
Major projects are also providing economic benefits through the creation of local jobs, training, and employment opportunities. Together, we're building for tomorrow. Search Building for Tomorrow to find out what it means for you.
I didn't want Rinny to have to read a book there.
I thought-
I just thought I was getting into it, and I was like, this is longer than I thought it
He
was.
really diving
This
in.
read is longer than I thought.
People would have probably turned off if Rinny gave him 4 minutes on infrastructure.
What was your transition to? It was like, speaking of
Tall
things-
timber
Oh,
and other
Jesus.
building materials.
Oh, jeez.
Just quickly,
You like
That's a
that one?
stretch.
Like the segue?
274 kilometres between the showgrounds and Canberra.
Pretty far.
Yeah, get on the bus.
It's not Geelong to Melbourne.
Well,
Well, it depends on
Geelong could
traffic.
be an hour and a half.
Depends on the
Hour
traffic.
and 45.
I like that
274
train.
Ks is a long.
I did that train.
Train works well.
The
I
train
did-
was great.
I was in Geelong end of October last year, pissed as you'll ever get. And I had to get back to Melbourne, so I thought I'd take the train. That was an experience.
The V line.
Late at night on the train. No, it wasn't V-Line.
What was?
It was maybe it was V-Line.
As if you
Anyway,
remember.
I was stung.
All
You go
right, come
through
on,
some
Nicholas.
strange- well, let's talk about Carlton. Well done. Won a second half,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
and then carried on. Like you just like
Didn't
they
look,
still like get excited about playing passable football.
what about, you sort of said earlier, like the quote on Brad Scott, and what was
Oh, yeah, it was
reported
a
to be
bit
what
more
he said.
down the line.
Lockie Neal got absolutely slaughtered because in his post-game he said...
We did a Carlton.
We did a Carlton or something, but I think he said in the interview the Carlton players were saying to them, "You're doing a Carlton."
Oh,
So I think that was the full, and everyone online was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
you can't
God,
say that."
Lockie, God, I know what you do after hours." I'm like, "Oh my God,
Always coming
seriously."
But this was a good reminder. Like outside of that, and patronising to Carlton up the top, fine because they deserve it. But Cripps, this is a reminder of like he still has that game in him, even though he's battled and he's looked 2 gears slower this year. He had 32 9 clearances and a goal. I still feel like it's just he would look better with better players around him. It's just because everybody
I don't
else
think
is
so.
trash. You don't think so?
No, he wouldn't be the man. He wouldn't get 9 hit twos.
Well, that's the thing. But is there not a club? But that's the exercise I did next. I thought, is there a contender or someone like a half contender where he could fit in?
Well,
with
if Geelong
the players
went,
around
if Geelong
him?
went Warple,
Geelong
then they
would-
probably would have gone Cripps. but-
Geelong are the one. I struggle to find a fit otherwise.
I think I would like to see him finish his career at Carlton.
I think this is what
I
it
think
is
that's
now.
the best thing for him.
Yeah.
I think it is too,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think Carlton supporters have got the glaze over their eyes for Cripper. Like they
Yeah.
still sit
Oh,
there.
mate, absolutely.
32 and 9.
Oh, he's
Whereas I think-
and he's held himself very highly in everything he's done.
Yeah.
So
So
in all
he's
seriousness,
a club great.
if I said to you, Freo, who you spoke about earlier, Nathan Broad for 250,000,
Yeah.
or Cripper for what would Cripper be? You'd have to take a pay cut to start with,
He
but it'd be
still
like
gets
Maybe
Six?
come back for half a mil, bit more.
600 or something.
Yeah.
Who would you take?
Weirdly enough, I'd probably take Broad,
Broad.
just
Yeah.
because I don't think they need
That's
Cripps
correct.
to disrupt everything.
Yeah, same. Yeah, so I
Broad's
think
more complimentary.
yeah, realistically, and someone said the other day, I heard like, Cripps, might be done at Carlton. send him back to WA.
Yeah, no.
In what world, if he's done at Carlton, do you feel like just sending him back to WA?
They don't understand.
What do they think happens over here?
They don't know.
Oh, this was actually good, the Crows. Rankin
Oh yeah,
did 20 centre bounces.
Yeah, wow.
There's no discussion. He's a midfielder.
Yep.
Did the second most on the ground, I think it was, or the third most on the ground. He was electric. He was fast. He was frightening. He was awesome.
Yep.
That's the piece that Adelaide need. I know they slowly get players coming back. They've got a couple of their forwards out.
Sid Draper got his nose broken or something in the twos. That kid can't catch a break.
No, he still play with a broken nose. Fogarty, though, wasn't he a late withdrawal with a sore back from a golf round like 6 weeks ago? Where is he?
Spent some game of golf.
Where is he?
Game of his life.
On the weekend, so I did a bit of a research into the Thriller. After 9 games he's played this year, he's kicked only 14 goals. Last year at the same time, he kicked 23. So he's behind there. And that made me think, well, he's got no Walker at the moment with that hammy.
Yep.
And
No,
Darcy Fogarty is...
MIA.
Who knows?
Still playing golf.
Is he at the Masters?
Is he
Like, where is he?
Witness protection.
It is strange.
If anyone in Adelaide goes to training, can you just get a photo?
Is that? It's
Is he
not
there?
an
I
impressive.
don't know where he is.
Is that an impressive win?
No, not at all. No, I didn't. I said
It's
at the
scrape
top
time.
here, I wrote they're just going.
Just going. Yeah.
Just
They
going.
feel like a wild card team to me.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
You
Well,
were right about Adelaide and Port Adelaide going about as well as each other this year. They probably are. Adelaide knows
Well,
their head, but not like...
there was 1 point in it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So, that's all I really had was just the difference in goals.
Hold on. What was the bet about the SA and WA? SA teams would
SA
win.
teams combined v WA teams combined.
And what did you choose?
I chose SA.
Yep.
Where are we at
So you're
now?
basically going, it's how many wins Fremantle get.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Plus
So
the
you got-
two West Coast
which was
bonus
which was
winners.
my
Yeah.
theory.
So at the
It's gonna
moment,
be
it's
tight.
10 v8 to WA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think there's going to be weekends where they double up in SA
There'll be some.
and there won't be many
The
double
West
ups.
Coast might get 1 or 2 more.
Yeah,
So-
where?
Yeah, I don't know.
When?
I don't know.
Essendon?
Who was that bet with? Was that amongst us or with someone else?
I think
I
there was
thought
a
that was you
listener.
two, wasn't it?
There
Or
was a
was it?
listener. No, it was a listener.
Someone wrote in.
Okay, this is me. Sydney. Are we starting to see cracks or no? Are we okay? It just feels like they're going well. They're winning games.
Is there a great team in it this year? Like, Chips,
No,
if,
I don't
if you had to have a,
think yet.
if you had to, you'd go Brisbane, just because you've
Yeah.
seen it.
because it's Brisbane.
Yeah.
You've seen it.
Freo's the form team.
Yeah.
So Amadi, no Kerno obviously on the
we're
weekend.
banned from talking about Amadi
Are we?
after that lady attacked us,
Oh, yeah.
Well,
and then
2
didn't say
years ago.
sorry when he didn't get a touch in the grand final.
so he had just 1 goal on the weekend. He's having a good season.
Yeah, he is.
But the 6 games this season, he's had 6 games this season with multiple goals, including 4 with 3 or more. But with Kerno not there, it was
Yeah.
remarkable how quickly Amadi went back to being old Amadi.
Yeah.
It was like, when
a lot
Kerno's
easier
there,
when
he
the
looks
two best
unbelievable.
defenders are off.
It is like when Kerno's there, it opens up everything for him. He's actually kicked more goals this year than Kerno.
Yeah.
And he's looking great.
But it's
Soon
very
as you
similar
remove-
to the West Coast when Juddy, Cuzzy, and Curry used to go to the centre bounces. One bloke would get tagged and they wouldn't know who it was, and then once they'd see the tagger go, a Kirk go to a Cuzzy,
Yep.
Juddy and them would go, Christmas.
You
I'm
beauty.
finally going
Yeah.
to get off the
You
chain.
beauty.
And that's how Amadi should feel.
Yeah.
Charlie Curno's getting all the attention. You should
Yeah.
get off the chain.
So he wants Charlie to come back as soon as possible. Do you know how much does this suck? Guess when we get a Freo Sydney game?
When? It was like last round or something?
It's round 18.
Those fixtures come out this week?
Yeah, this week.
And-
round
and-
18.
another-
Another 9 weeks.
Tell you what, we love Freo being good.
Why?
That might get us more Friday night footy.
Oh, more boundary gigs.
Oh,
Yeah, you beauty.
That's why you're bitter on Thursday, Friday night footy.
Why do they need to? Was Daisy on the boundary as well?
Nah, Days was, they call that out of play. So she'll sort of be up in the stands watching and then
just
she'll
wander
come
down.
down at the breaks.
Gotcha.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, no, it was a good roll.
It was
No,
bloody
it's
loud
great.
on the
Great
weekend.
to-
I couldn't even hear anything.
It's great
It
atmosphere.
was that loud. Yeah. Good atmosphere.
Great atmosphere.
That was the best they've ever done.
More
though.
boundary rolls, I think, for you,
More
Ryan.
boundary rolls. Let's go to St Kilda. It's Darcy Wilson.
Yeah.
Mate,
He had 4 goals from 22 disposals off the wing. Looks $1 million.
he's played some good games this year.
Trying to get paid $1 million.
Is that right?
so-
Which
Someone will
St
do
Kilda, well, I think because St Kilda gave Philippou $1 million.
I tell you what.
And
if
that's
I-
why you don't overpay,
tell you
because then
what,
everyone
And
wants
they
that
gave
paid.
TDK, whatever. They gave
If I
Sam
was
Flanders
West
900.
Coast and I have money, I'm going for Darcy Wilson.
Why
Why
not?
not?
At $1 million?
Yeah, Stuff it.
Yeah.
That kid's got something, man. He's fast, he's big, he's strong, he kicks goals.
Him and Windsor used to
Can run all
just
day.
think they were similar.
Windsor and Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson had a really good first year. I don't know why. Oh, no, because didn't he clobber Harley or something? He was knocked out of the Rising Star.
You got to get him.
So the ones that they're talking about is, North Melbourne are the ones who are meant to be super into him.
Yeah.
But I think that's the ultimate, it says something bad about a club when somebody leaves and they're just going to another club around. It's a good player they want to keep, but they leave to go to another Melbourne club. It's a Melbourne-based club.
There's no
home sickness or anything. Yeah. It's just I don't want to be here. You're not looking after me. You're not paying me what I want to pay.
In the last 9 games of Darcy Wilson's career, read those stats he just had.
22 disposals, 4 goals.
So he's had games in the last 9 of 27, 24 and 2, 22 and 1, 23 and 5.
Wow.
I didn't realise he was he's had a few quiet ones in there, but there's 5 good games of football.
As a 20-year-old.
He's going to be a star.
I think he is, and I think Saints have cooked it. I don't think they can afford to pay him what they need to pay him.
What do you mean? They got the mannequin?
Yeah, well, the money's tied.
What did the mannequin do on the weekend?
Oh, probably had another big one, I reckon.
Well, they lost again.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. Is it hard for a big man in Darwin? So slippery and hot.
Yeah, but is it hotter for the big man than it is hotter for Darcy Wilson?
Yeah, big man just a lot of energy to lope around.
No, they stand there and do nothing. They head back to the centre square for a throw in, and then they run as fast as they can, and then they hit it at their penis. That's how low it is because they're so dopey they don't hit it at the highest point. Back. They're too far back, and then they walk. Walkity walk. If any big bastard decided to run, they'd be good. Look at Max Gawn. He's good. He runs.
Luke Jackson looks so good.
He runs.
Yeah. Where's he go? He was too quick.
Anyway, sorry, that just pissed me off again. Tom DeConey had 18 hit-outs and 13 touches.
Okay.
Hawthorn, let's finish on them. As you said, Rhino, before, it feels like it was a week ago. Obviously, Barras is going to be out with a hamstring.
3 weeks at least, probably.
Will Day is a couple of weeks away. Marbiol Chol. So there's a centre-half forward, a midfield, and a full-back out. I'm not concerned. What did you think on the weekend? What do you take? If you're the coach, Mitchell said, they've got a good patch and then a really shit patch. What do you think the review is on a Monday?
Yeah, I mean, his big thing was they went away from what they want to do in that last quarter, and they just basically let Freo do whatever they want.
And I reckon they had start of the third quarter opportunities. Wizard missed a couple, and D'Ambrosio on his left missed one.
Yep, and that could have really.
And there was one going through the corridor where it was a great press by one of the Freo players, but it was overlap all the way to goal, butchered it down the other end.
Yeah,
but they had opportunities to obviously win it. 22 inside 50s to 2. I think it's that bad. That it's one of those ones that you just move it on.
It felt like as soon as Fremantle figured out a way to get Nick Watson quiet, that was the game.
It was he was. I've never seen him properly live.
Amazing. At halftime.
Jeez.
His first half.
Incredible.
Someone texted me saying, I didn't think I remember Cyril get darting around that much.
Mate, he looked amazing. He was in everything.
It was crazy.
There was one when he got Brendan Cox. Cox was just
I called it from literally as soon as the handball missed. I said, here comes the whiz.
Oh, that was just I felt for Brendan Cox.
There was 60,000 in the stadium. 59,999 knew what was about to happen other than Cox.
Just get that ball and boot it as far as you can away from that area.
Yeah, at Gunston, though, another one. What's the word there?
I think touch and go for this week. Be some concern. So are you concerned? You're starting to get a little nervous? They're still going well.
Not really.
You're not nervous?
No.
Okay.
Not really. They're not going well.
No, they can absolutely win it. And they're the best
Fremantle will beat most teams.
They're clearly the best Victorian team in it this year, which is always a good thing to be.
Yeah, and going forward really quickly, do you reckon they circle back to a Merritt, or you reckon they've just moved on from Merritt and they'll go for
move on from Merritt.
Yeah, I reckon
Merritt's
too.
Done,
I reckon too.
There's a funny thing, talk about inequality in the fixture. And people always say, it's not that bad. But then every time we're talking about Fremantle at the moment, it's they'll have to finish top 2 to win the flag.
They do.
But that's the inequality of it.
Yeah.
But Freo won't lose many over here, so that's a good little...
Yes.
Okay, so my last team is the Western Bulldogs. Bont, geez, incredible. If that's what he's like with a sore knee, my God.
Are we looking too much into this sore knee? Because he's been pretty good sense.
They keep talking about it.
Yeah, no, but he's been pretty good sense.
I pulled the trigger on fantasy that second week when he was touch and go. I was like, no, if he's got a sore knee, he's out.
Mate, it was
130 every week. Yeah.
Selb asked me, he's like, mate, I need your thorough advice on this. Bont, I said, the knee, it's been spoken about too much. He's going to be rested at some stage, you'd think, if his performance anyway. Sure enough, he scored 150 or something.
Yeah, I've traded.
And then I woke up to how about Bont on Saturday morning? We traded Zerha out of the team, and I said don't trade Zerha out. Anyway, we did, so it was 1-1. I didn't feel so bad.
I kept Zerha.
Did you?
I had to reverse the trade to keep him, but I kept him. Connor Buderick back in the team and immediately doing what he was doing before he went out. 3 of his 5 best disposal games of his career have been this year.
What were that? What do you have on the weekend?
28, I think, on the weekend. Yeah, he's just, I really like that
He's
pickup.
neat.
Yeah.
He's neat.
Yeah, that's a sneaky pickup. And Joel Frazier, he's just starting to
Yeah, I think we still
find
forget
his-
how young he is. Still.
Yeah, where are the
Yeah,
stocks
20
at?
still. Is he still 20?
Where are your Joel Frazier stocks? Are you still really happy with them?
Oh, age of 20.
Because I think a year ago we were buying everything we could find.
I think he's
Oh,
still
the
buying
price
it.
has dipped a little bit, but I haven't sold a
Are
share.
you buying more?
I bought a lot to start.
Yeah,
He's
but
20.
Some people are trying to get off. Are you
Well,
buying
if you're
theirs?
selling at a
Yeah,
reasonable
if you're
price,
selling, I'll
You'll
buy.
buy some?
Yeah, I'll keep buying.
Okay.
Just
He's
a little
20.
Top it up.
He's
I
still
don't,
a child.
we're not comparing him to 20-year-olds. We're
No.
comparing him to
I think
senior
there was a
players.
thought a year ago that he was ready to go straight away, but he's not yet.
But no 20-year-old really
No, and that's
is.
fine.
Yeah.
Like he's not. He needs another year at
Yeah.
least of cooking. But no, I'm just thinking. Last 2 weeks we've seen a bit of an uptick.
And he's got a couple of little things in his game that
He does.
aren't top end.
Yeah. No, I think he's going okay, but quiet start.
When the back's on the wall, though, he does seem to pop up at times and kick a couple or something.
He has a knack. All right, I'll round it up with GWS. I think this is like a deserved position in the lineup for them in terms of like speaking about them this year. They're just going. Like, is that a win? They beat Essendon 103-89, came good late. But
Well, it was for me because I backed them when they were 27 points down.
yeah,
Guys, Essendon are going to have to fall
the
over.
Giants
Well, that's what happened.
They're just
They
going.
lost the inside 50, 61-46.
Yeah.
It was an
The Essendon
avalanche.
Bombers.
Avalanche at halftime. I think it was the most inside 50s at halftime for Brad Scott whilst being at Essendon.
Wow.
Something like that. It was
Yeah,
something.
and
There was
then
some
what do you do?
stat.
Like they can't run it out.
Look,
I'm just
I
very-
heard. What's the coach? Kingsley on chatting about the state of origin.
Oh, Sam Taylor. He's
No, like,
still filthy
King-
about it.
A lot of chat about state of origin, and if I was to ask someone at the Giants how they feel about state of origin, what would you say to that? So, there'd be obviously quite a few things we would like to change, like the most intense game of football they've played ever. 2 weeks before they played a game of football, and then anyway. So they're still wounded though. Like
it's the lost season.
I reckon they've got to. Where are they on the ladder? Where are they on the ladder?
They'd be in the bottom. They're 13.
If they can hang around, and then like Brett
They got
Daniels,
West Coast this week.
Brett Daniels comes back, and he's been good. Like you forget that
Yeah.
Sam Taylor will come back. Jesse Hogan needs to get healthy.
Tom Green's
Cadman's
not
missed
coming
most
back,
of. Yeah, but you've put a line through that. He's gone. Every club's got someone who's gone. I don't know. I just think if they can hang around, I reckon they can get a 5 or 6 win streak going, and that'll
Wild card.
Yeah, or above that.
We fit a lot of people in the wild
There's
card.
a lot
spot.
Read
Yeah, I know.
the teams. Read the teams from 7 to.
Yeah, so we think they can jump north.
Yep.
St Kilda.
Yep.
Collingwood.
Yep.
Western Bulldogs.
We're 50-50.
And
The
then
Dogs
Crows,
injured though.
Crows, Melbourne.
Oh, they're in that. If they get their players back.
If they get their players
Yeah.
back. It feels like it's just that season. It's never going to happen.
Correct.
For us.
It's
And
just,
they-
they just need to wipe it.
Our multis, probably not worth recapping. We were all miles off. Although your Zane Dersma line did get through.
Yes, that's the one that actually came off.
We will be better.
Malcolm Roses, mate.
He
He
didn't
kicked
even kick
7
a
last
goal.
week. Get 2.
0 goals this week.
No.
There we go.
That's been the Hardball Gets AFL show. I just thought we were going to go a little bit more into it, but no.
No,
okay.
there's no point.
All right, well, we'll see you in here tomorrow for the mailbag. Catch you then. And this episode is brought to you by Tab Touch. The more you know, the better it gets. Download the Tab Touch app today. Real punters play here. What are you really gambling with?